But let me get to the Gimme opt-in template. So this is basically for a company who is offering some type of information in exchange for a customer's contact information. So we're giving them some type of free training, maybe a free guide to something, a free video, some type of thing for free in exchange for their contact information. I use this template a lot. This, depending on the traffic source, is usually converting between like 25 and 65%, I think. With AdWords traffic, it tends to convert a little lower. With warmer Facebook ad traffic, it is converting a little higher. Okay, Ivan's asking 25% conversion rate. Is that a question, or can you clarify if you're asking a question with that? Is it, yeah, I mean, 25% conversion rate. So let me give you an example. I had a client who had been running AdWords on his own, going to just like a contact page for a consultation. It's a very strong business. It's a very, you know, they're doing very good business, but when it came to AdWords, they just weren't converting very well. The conversion for the consultation was virtually non-existent. Part of that was the AdWords traffic wasn't very good, and part of that was just the landing page wasn't really doing much to get people to contact them. When I took over the AdWords campaign, I fixed the traffic issue very quickly. The landing page still just was not doing very well. It was still virtually 0% conversion rate, getting people to book these consultations. So what I did was I plugged in this template. Instead of bringing people right to this consultation, we were giving people a free training, okay, a free video training. So they would opt in for this. They'd get some free training from the client, which would then lead them to book a consultation. What happened is right away we saw the conversion rate increase to 15% on this landing page. Using the conversion data then, I've been able to optimize the traffic, and at this point we're converting that at about 25% of people opting in to get this free thing. And then you can imagine from that then, once people are actually watching this video, the actual number of people booking consultations has gone way up. So that's the strength of this page, is that it can be hard to convince someone to work with you maybe just by reading something on a page. But if you can get them to opt in and get a taste of your knowledge, get a taste of what it's like to work with you, then not only do you have their name and email so you can continually reach out to them, but you also would have, you know, they'd have more invested in that. Now they're watching a video and seeing more of what it's like to work with you, and now they're moving down that path to becoming a client. So that was kind of the background of this page. So let me talk some more specifics on this page. The main thing here, I would say, aside from the headline, are the bullet points on the left. So these are going to be curiosity-based bullet points. You want someone to read one of these bullet points, and they're going to be so interested in what it is that you're offering with that bullet point that's why they're going to opt in. And maybe it's just one thing here. They really want to know what the 3 biggest reasons are to what, or what, you know, why. I kind of filled in some scripting here for these bullets, but hopefully you can get the idea. You've probably seen these around some places. So if you go, for example, to my sales pages for AdWords for local businesses or for my Essential AdWords Crash course, I use a lot of bullet points like this. Now, I'm certainly not an expert at writing bullet points, but let me direct you to who the expert is. An expert resource you can go to, and I'll give you the link to this at the end of the webinar. I don't want to distract you right now. But Gary Halbert, who here knows who Gary Halbert is? And better yet, who here has actually consumed some of Gary Halbert's information and learned some of what he has to say? If you can type that in, if you guys are familiar with Gary Halbert. So yeah, I see some of you are. So Gary Halbert was, he's largely regarded as the greatest marketing copywriter who ever lived. He is not alive anymore, but you can go find a lot of his material on a website, the GaryHalbertLetter.com. One of his letters, this used to be a paid newsletter that he sent out. I think it was like $100 a month or something. He'd send you out a print newsletter. Before he died, he went ahead and put all of these newsletters on his website. And I think it was like 10 or 20 years worth of these monthly newsletters. And this is some of the greatest marketing education you'll ever get. In one of these newsletters specifically, he basically teaches you how to write good bullet points, good curiosity dripping bullet points that are going to get people to want to learn what the hell it is you're talking about and buy your product or opt in for whatever it is you're offering. So I'll give you a link to that specific article from Gary Halbert, and you can learn from him how to write these good bullet points, not from me. So that's pretty much all we have on the page. The phone number at the top, you don't really need. It kind of depends on your business. If you have a business where you want people to call you right away, that's great. If not, we don't really need a number up there. We could put some other text at the top. In this case, we're only asking for a name and email. If we were to ask for a phone number too, the lead quality would be better, but we would probably get fewer leads. So that's just kind of something you have to work with depending on the type of business you have. But again, this is getting anywhere from like 20 to 25 all the way up to 65% conversion rates. And again, a lot of that has to do with the traffic. Just because I'm talking about conversion rates of 65% doesn't mean you can always get that. That requires the right type of traffic coming to the right type of offer.